You know, I don't remember leaving this on this, of all things. Because if I had done, then I would have been more annoyed, but still. So let's get this out of the way before the intros. Following the Japanese build-up on the Chinese border, here's a walk around. Following the Marco Polo Bridge incident, Japan has not let down the pressure on the Chinese border. In conjunction with aggressive Japanese rhetoric. Speaking of terrible retaliation for China's refusal to cooperate, a renewed war between Japan and China seems more and more likely by the day. Well, yeah, considering there's a war going on now. The diplomatic situation soon reached boiling point, and Japan has expressed no interest in defusing the situation. So, guys, yeah, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. I'm your host, Blake Else, and if the game seems a bit off, it's been a while. Let me just sort something out quickly. And yes, I got someone pointed me towards a few. There were a few mods that added in different soundtracks, and this is one of them. English. Sorry, I love. Oh God, what the hell? Wasn't this bad last time? Game just settling in or something? Guess the game's just settling in. Regardless, last time we were settling for war, and I actually have a few games between this part and last part that actually taught me a few things. For instance, one, I have these orders done completely wrong. We should establish the front line there. We're gonna go to. If I establish it about here, because then you're saying where you want them to go, as opposed to do this, which we've got to mess over here. You're in transit. So we have. I've kind of done these a bit, wonky. But regardless, it's easy enough to fix, and it will actually help because we'll get all the guys fixed up. Now we need to do an offensive line going to here. Should be easy enough. The Far East, Singapore Guard. Yeah, I want you to do a. Your front line is here, but I want you to do a fallback line that's here. No, that's not doing right. What's this? Air mode. Your fallback line is here. Because then you'll guard that. You're the Beijing Guard. Yeah, just garrison the area. As for you, Sandhurst, you're training someone up. The BEF is in France, setting up from the look of things. I probably want to set you guys up down here. You know what, I'll set you guys up down this end. And the BEF will get rid of your order because you can man the Maginot as well. And your front line is here. Because then they'll guard that section. As for this, we are going to keep recruiting some guys, but probably are going to slow it down a lot, because we've got the War of Germany coming. So, on that note, let's carry this on, shall we? I forget entirely what we're doing. Oh, one of the other mods I've got, because I've actually put in some mods, is one that does Commonwealth flavour. Actually makes it so you get like a better idea of, gives it a bit more flavour. So like we start off with the Bedford. The Universal Carrier is mechanised, I believe. And the still upgrades, the random upgrades. The support battalions, we've got normal. Then we have start certificate. This one makes a lot more sense. I do like how this one is, because the Matilda is undisputably a heavy tank. So I don't even know why it was in the light tank over here. It was around 1934, but that was Matilda 1. The Matilda 2 was 1936. Then we go further down, we've got the Comet and Centurion, which we've still got. Artillery, we've got there's one debate I've got here. Because the 25 pounder is here. The 25 pounder was the strongest artillery of World War I. Why it's not even available until the beginning of World War II, I'll never know. Otherwise, yes, 2 pounder makes sense. The 3-inch, I think you'll find that we actually, but why are we getting 3 sides to both of us? We bought it from the Swedish. Land doctrine makes sense. They haven't changed the naval doctrines. They haven't changed naval ships at all. Still got Centurion. We still got everything normal here. Planes, I don't think they've changed anything. I haven't seen any changes. No, they changed stuff down here. Okay. Spyfall. There's the Meteor, the Vampire, the Venom, the Canberra, and the Valiant. Doctrine's normal. Engineering, yeah, we're getting there. And industry, we're fine. So yeah, there's As you can probably tell, there's also a music mod going on. So if this if this video is flagged for copyright for some music, you know why. Please don't flag me for copyright, YouTube. So we do actually want to start planning out some of our offensives. You're going to be the Alpine forces, and we're not going. I probably am not going to make a lot of headway with you, but I want to try and get to here. Do I have Marines that I can recruit? No. That's probably something I need to research. When's the next research project ending? 9 days. This countryside. We need to upgrade some of these as well. We need to start reinforcing our lines. I want to push to preferably this point. Because that's gonna. If we don't hit that, then they're gonna take Metz or take here. They got 2 points of Metz, but that's gonna be a tough line to hold anyway. As for the Far East, I'm not too bothered. Siam we can hold, I believe. We're gonna have some fortifications. We do have some forts built up already, so this section is gonna hold extremely easily. Otherwise, what was there in construction? Finishing off our forts, getting some more military. Yeah, that makes sense. So I just dedicated all to military. How do? Okay, carry on. Sorry, there's a lot of. Oh, that reminds me. I need to get the fleets moving. So we have 49 ships here and 2 fleets. The Mediterranean fleet I want to draw attention to. The Mediterranean fleet has HMS Warspite. If you do not know what the Warspite is, please do yourself a favour and look it up. The Warspite is practically the British version of the... Not British version, rather. Let me try that again. The British equivalent to the... What do you call it? The Enterprise. Being our most glorious ship. It had the best record of the Royal Navy. And I'm actually setting some of these guys up because we need... Okay, so I actually haven't explained navies yet. Navies, you get a set of 4 orders. Well, 5, technically. Patrol, which is they go around a section patrolling it to make handling enemy ships. They'll just go around looking for enemies. They shouldn't really engage, but still, even though. Formation spread is, generally speaking, how long it takes to get them moving and how many ships they get in combat. Search and destroy is they'll actively hunt down enemy fleets. Convoy raiding, they will hunt down enemy convoys and shoot them up. Really good against some of the guys we're against. Convoy escort, defend your own convoys. That's simple enough. Now, given we're against the Kriegsmarine and we are relying on our navy, we do need to get some of these guys going. What you can learn from a story like this is when you do something, you get certainty. And we do actually have you guys on the move. Are you guys? You guys have got submarines in your fleet. Let's get rid of these guys. We don't need a sea wolf and a spearfish. I've also got some colourful mod change, so you can't tell. I like some of this stuff just because you can actually see what you're actually doing. And we are going to be raiding the Italians more than the Germans because this will actually slow down the African front. We actually have this fleet as well. Heavy cruisers, light cruisers. Claims our battleship. Hey, the Queen Elizabeth's here! Name ship for the Queen Elizabeth class. So we want to do patrol of these 3. Next fleet in there is Channel Force. You have CVs. I don't think I've heard this one before. Portsmouth fleet has heavy cruise indeed. We'll leave these guys in for now, and if we need to use them, we'll bring them up. Let's go. So, because we actually set up a plan, they are going to get a bonus over time that will slowly tick down. Why are you? Because you're moving into the desert. And your oversupply. Oh, factory free, sweet. Rename the line. Oh, because it was named that before the switch. Got it. Let's commit more towards... I'm trying to think what we actually need. Probably more guns. How long until we clear you out? 63 days, not bad. Clear you out in 135... 350... Yeah, we need more tanks, probably. Let's get some more tanks going. More he asks the next 2 to go there, and we'll commit another 2 to here. 3 months and so, and we get a Centurion, which is going to help us out a ton. Oh dear. Supply is not good out here. France is an ally, aren't you? Yeah, they're going for Algeria, France. I forget what that does. I think that actually... you develop... Oh, it's infrastructure in the colonies. Why haven't you gone for the research slot? You fool! All the Alpine forts! You nutter! The Alpine forts will help us out a ton. Don't mind extending the Maginot line. Alright, so I got the new AA guns upgrade, so let's go for... let's get Marines. Because these guys are going to be useful. There's actually a weird way to do occupation in this game. So if I set out from Malta and take here, it counts as British. But if I set out from French land and move up, it counts as French. It's odd because it depends on who you expand, where you do it from, which I guess kind of makes sense, but at the same time it's kind of weird. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like there are some good ideas in this game. And we're still setting up the line. Yeah, we're going to have to give them time to recover. But we are going to end training in these. I think I might have to split up the Italian, the groups around Ethiopia. Because from the look of things, let's stop you for now. Alan, we're going to keep you around though. Oh, I actually learned. This is a little manpower recover. We need to get the war to end all wars over, so when we've done development in Canada, then we'll move on from that. So there are a few things I want to do. I want to also boost our party down here. We are doing, aren't we? Yes, we are. Because we will eventually be able to get these guys in the war. They haven't got national spirit to keep them out. And getting them democratic is going to be a big thing. So, Turkey. Turkey we're not influencing. How many influence points do we get? 1.65. Wouldn't hurt us too much. Let's actually try and get the Democrats going. Because I've had some really fun games of this. Oh yeah, Germany's actually got the right flag. If you can't tell. Like, I get the symbolism. I don't get why people are so... What's the word I'm looking for? Why people get so worked up whenever the Iron Cross is mentioned. Like, it's not like mentioning... I'm trying to think of a good example. It's not what... It's... The symbol was used before Hitler, and it will be used after. Well, probably won't be, actually. But it's not... I can't think of the best way to explain this. That's the worst bit. I know what I want to say, it's just saying it. And saying it without getting myself shot. How are you guys looking? You guys in the Western Desert Force are fine. You guys think it's risky because... still preparing, some divisions not in position. Can I commit everyone to this? I'm actually not hitting the random songs I heard before, which is kind of weird. We're low on steel. Well, America, please. Let's go start on a construction thing. Yeah, only about 1. Look at that, we're now getting a ton of military factories up and running. Oh, I also found out what this does. So we've actually put 80% of our materials on the market. In exchange, we're getting factories built going faster, construction speed faster, and resource time down. Which is a good thing, don't get me wrong. But on some nations where you haven't got the materials to do it, you don't want to do this. With Britain, we can rely on America. We've got the materials spare in other areas, like we can trade out tons of aluminium, tons of metric ton of rubber. So, and lots of chromium as well. So we could actually shut down and be fine. It's just, you know, it's a bit risky. Really depends on how you want to do it. Oh, by the way, for those who don't know, the Germans Canada zone, that's a good one. Thank you very much. Okay, so I kind of want to get, if I can find it. We can't get it yet. Military training gets rid of the war to end all wars. Big thing. Okay, so big decision. Let's think. We can get air defense. We can get more military factors and really Royal Ordnance. Royal Ordnance wouldn't be bad. That's 6 military factories. We can fortify East Asia to get more a naval dockyard and a civilian factory. We can develop our colonies. We can coerce Spain. What's Fortify Malta do? Coastal fort and airbase. The thing is, the way I'm seeing this going, if we can keep France alive, Spain's going to be useful. So coercing Spain is going to pay off. If we go for Protect Suez or Fortify Malta, we can get Greece or Turkey. I kind of think Royal Ordnance is the best one right now. I mean, Royal Ordnance, they've done so much for the UK. The least I can do is pay them back with getting them in this game. If you don't know Royal Ordnance, they made a ton of things for the UK. I think I find the L7, which was the best tank gun of its day, debatably. Like I will say it's the best, but it's always up for debate with these things. But it was mounted on the Centurion, I think everyone had some kind of variant of it in some way. It was used by so many countries, it was useful, let's put it that way. Although I do think they were set up before 1938. It's patriotic music. Okay, I'm sorry. Did I get rid of... Yes I did. Okay, just making sure something. I didn't expect this. You know, when I got the super patriotic music, it's not even, when I got the music, I didn't think it'd be super patriotic. Alright, so prepared defense is done, that's more doctrine. I think I want to go with this. Because getting more breakthrough, getting more soft attack, really helps in fighting infantry. It doesn't really help in fighting the Germans. I'm debating getting our bombers improved, to get the Halifax, and then probably the Blenheim. How are we doing for air doctrine? Well, we can get this. Nah, that's not bad. Could get radar going. Actually, we already have radar going. It's 1938. It's about 1 month away to 1939. We could begin work on the LMG on the rifles. Could get more support battalions going. Why have we got a discount on you? 24 days, really? Wow. It'd be nice to get the Crusader started. Actually, 26 days, what am I saying? It'd be awesome to get it started. There's no reason not to, it's 26 days. So now we've got the anti-2-pounder. Which is kind of amusing considering the 2-pounder is basically what we're mounting our guns all this time. So what have we been using? I would get the Spitfire now, but 1940... Let's get more. Ooh, yeah, get excavation up. 45 days isn't bad. And then we've got this coming up in 8 days, which should help us find out what the enemy is planning. And we are setting a roll on and Sky. So I'm pretty sure that Japan didn't do this well against China. Like, I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm pretty sure historically they didn't even get past, I think, this point. Because I know the Japanese were winning for the longest time, but America sent volunteers, Russia sent volunteers, and in fact both sides sent supplies to their relative side. The problem is, America can't send out volunteers, and even if it could, it doesn't really have the manpower to. Wow, a lot of population here. Encryption analysis. The encryption analysis is done. Okay. Moving on from that, where do we go? Nice to start this off, but I do think we're going to have to upgrade our infantry. So we're going to start with the LNG. It's a bit ahead of time, but considering the month ends in a couple of days, and to be fair, getting Bren's and Lee Enfields could be a ton of use. Crusader is going to be very good, although the Crusader, I'm pretty sure, was a light tank, because it didn't have the armor of a medium. No, I think you'll find the comparison between the Crusader and the Americans is the Lee. Like, that's relative era. Relative era with Germans is the Panzer IV. Then again, the Crusader's a bit of an iffy tank. I mean, British cruisers, it's iffy to place them like that anyway. We didn't have light tanks, technically. I think I find the only two types of tanks we had were... Let me think about this. We had cruisers and infantry tanks. Like, infantry tanks were slow. They're meant to keep up with the infantry. Like Matilda, Churchill. I think the Excelsior to a certain extent, but we never built the Excelsior. Beyond one model. Let's go for... I can't well get Ironside. What does Ironside provide? 10% defense only. Kenneth gives 10 and 15. Yeah, let's go. The British had two different types of tanks. We had the infantry tanks and cruiser tanks. Infantry, as I was saying, infantry tanks like Matilda, the Churchill. I think we didn't have any other heavy tanks like that because we only made them on the Western Allies side anyway. The B1 technically counts in the French army. But they're slow, they're meant to keep up with the infantry, so the infantry has support against other tanks and infantry. Cruisers were made more like cavalry tanks. They were designed to go and outflank the enemy, to go and find weaknesses in their line, and then go, outflank them, do that kind of thing. It worked for the most part. I mean, we got some really good tanks out of it, the Cromwell, the Crusader, the Comet. And we actually use a very simple way of remembering it. If it begins with C, it's a cruiser. Crusader, Covenant, Cromwell, Comet. And then somehow went wrong and we got Centurion. Don't even ask how that happened. Because I don't know. Let's get this started. It's going to take about a year anyway, but we need it. Infantry, the problem with them was that I don't think the British actually gave high explosive. As stupid as it sounds. I don't think we intended our tanks to fight infantry. We intended them to fight tanks. Which was a bit of a flaw, to say the least. But in the end, I think it sort of paid off, considering we could probably run rings around just about every single tank we found. Of course, hope they don't find us first. How goes your planning, good sir? Your planning is there. You are planned. Good. We got free factory. Nice. Thing is, we are going to be changing this over soon, so we don't want to do anything new with that. I don't want to start doing the Crusader yet. We do need more Bedfords, so we're going to assign a couple to this, and then we'll buy in more oil when the new factory comes up. Because we're going to have to. As we've had the amount of factories we've got coming up now, we're needing the oil anyway. Might be wise to get some synthetic in. Might be. This also reminds me, if you click this, you can get an overview of what you think the army's got. What they've got, so you can see they're importing 24 rubber, they're producing all the aluminium they need, this kind of thing. they've got 180. They've got between 51 and 184 ground forces, over 65 to 81 factories. Not a lot of navy. Not a lot of not a lot of guards. Tons of planes. Really, this is why I like one of the guides I've been reading actually says, get planes, get fighters, and they do help you out. Let's get these guys sent home, because you'll see we are actually using a lot of planes, and that's actually probably the reason, mostly the reason why. Because when the enemy starts throwing fighters at you, or any kind of air power, you need the planes to fight them back. And we have tons here. That's just ours. Oh, we don't need you two. We definitely don't need you here, because naval bombers aren't needed on this front. And we'll bring you two to here. But we are going to need some around around this area of France. So we'll actually have you guys. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That brings it up to about what, 1,000. Let's just see them all. Okay, and then the cast we definitely want in, but we are going to have to raise their reinforcement limit. It's a shortcut way. Dealing in hundreds does actually help you out a ton. Let's put you guys in here as well. And then you three will actually put over in the Pas de Calais. And then when the time comes, we'll have them all fly. Right now we are patrolling the Med, so we should have the Italians under wraps. How are we doing on... Can't deploy because not enough manpower. Where were you deployed to? Malta? Malta. So we are going to let our manpower recover for a bit. There's Battlefleet concentration done. That's another doctrine. Excavation's done as well. So... what's this do? It's really all about carriers. Let's leave this for now. And let's go on for... let's go for this, advanced machine tools. And let's also work on getting more factories. Because we're going to need them anyway. Then we've got Marines. We are going to recruit Marines, because I have ideas of what I need to do with them. And you should be coming towards us. You're 50% of the way there. My surrender's happened. Oh. They're democratic! Really? They changed! Sweet! We got Spain back! Okay, that works. Why can't we invite it to faction? 7 down! Spain has strategic reasons to ally United Kingdom. Okay, that is awesome. So really, we could just improve relations and get there. Are we still get that? Yeah, let's do it. Have you got your... You haven't got your democratic reformer. What about you? How are you doing? You have nothing going wrong. Because at that point you will see, like, they have uprisings. And it's kind of fun when you start seeing them, because then you realise, oh god, that's what I've caused. But no, now we don't need to coerce Spain towards us. So we don't need to go down that route. So it's probably worth reinforcing things like Suez. Or especially Suez. If we keep Suez shut, the Italians can't get out into things like the Med. Not the Med. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, not the Med. Oh, we can do the... What's more important, manpower or Suez? Suez, we can start working on Greece quite early, and we can also always do the military training acts in a bit. Let's put more towards the Bedford. Let's but more towards planes. We're full. Great. What are we low on? Oil. Oh, America! So I'm pretty sure, like, because of the historical focuses, America will be going towards us quite quickly. What are you working on? You're working on getting South America in your sphere. What? German Reich claims Memel, with German forces on their border, poised to attack. Lithuania has given in to a German ultimatum demanding the surrender of the old Prussian territory of Memel. It was passed to Lithuania by the Treaty of Versailles, but has now been reintegrated into the region of Ostpreußen. Have we yet reached the extent of German territorial ambitions in Europe? Experts are doubtful. But that should match my fleet. So we can see what you've got. You could actually go and embargo Japan. No, you can't. Okay. So you are prepared to intervene. So what's this do? You can do Lend-Lease easier. You can do that. So there's a lot. You can actually do quite a few things. Hey, Rock Island. The thing is, they can't issue war bonds till they're at war with one of the majors, and then that gets rid of the Great Depression in exchange for war bonds, which is effectively plus 35% more factories they can use, and then they get some really good stuff down here. A nice science haven. But over on this end, like once they get the Bureau of Ships out of the way, that's where you get the Marines and such. They've got this, which is more or less set up your sphere. And if you go down to Pax Americana, everything that's in the Americas that is part of there's democracy already gets more defense against drifting ideologies. If it's not democratic, it has a drift towards you by 0.05. And you also intervene in the wars, so that actually gets you in more. We need all 4 of these to get that. Good news, these give you a good amount of political power each. And then after that you can either, do you want to invade people, or do you want to start civil wars? I can see the point of this if you're doing your own faction. The problem is, there's not really a point in doing your own faction as America. Well, there is, but, you know. You kind of still have a world war going on. Giant Wakes needs 40% world tension. Which sets a civilian economy. Limited intervention. The Fascist Menace. Crusade against communism. Strike at the Empire. Defend the Pacific. Oh! Go to war against the Soviet Union. What? Oh! Oh! I see. That's actually quite neat. The Unholy Alliance. Let's destroy as a base agreement. To be fair, it was destroy as a bases that we need, because that helps us. We give them loads of the Hammers, but then, you know, like one step off joining the war. Then again, considering how quick it is to get into the war, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things that could be done better in this. No. So, just having a nose now. Are you doing the extending the Maginot Line yet? Colonial military factories. Okay, this is a good one. I love this song. Still, you've got them to gain more military factories down in Algiers. Another research slot. Now, I do like this. You can have nuclear effort or jet effort. If you get nuclear effort, the world knows. If you have jet effort, no one cares. So, what? Why? And they can... Oh, they can strengthen government. That would be useful. I hope they go for strengthening government, because that will help them out a ton. Because their national unity is, like, rock bottom right now. Where we need to be a lot higher. So it's kind of one of the reasons they surrender so damn quickly. Let's get some... Even the core Matilda Mark 1s, let's get some more of these done. Because we do need some more light tanks. And we have it. No, we don't. Thanks, game. Thanks for that. So have we got the... Can't deploy it yet, come on! No man. How much manpower does this take? You take 8,000. Okay, slightly higher than I thought it would be. The right side is we do have an empire of sorts. And we are ready for just about any type of... Do we get Marines yet? No, we don't. So I think how the best way to do this is, and I think we honestly do need to be quick in hitting Italy when it comes. Yep. You are still drifting to us? Yep. 50% and growing. No one's fighting against us. We also improve relations. So we should be able to ask them to join our faction soon. Oh, so close. I think we can... No, we can't make it. Sorry. There's a lot of tunes I love in this game. I really do. I do actually like... Oh, there's an fleet up here. There's 2 fleets up here, holy crap. You have a heavy cruiser. You have... what? The Nelson, the Rodley, no like that. That's actually something I want to find out. Which fleet has the... I want to find where the hood is. It's in the home fleet. Really? HMS Hood is here. Are you? There you are. So what made you so weak? Just lack of armor. Let's see if I can keep the Hood alive this time, shall we? Home fleet, you're gonna get John Tory. Let's go and have you search and destroy around here. I want to keep the goose stepping Nazis in the home. This makes them can't leave home. Because I don't think the Germans do build the Bismarck in this game, which is a shame really, because you know it's the Bismarck. The fate of Czechoslovakia. Boy, we're getting there now. We're close to Danzig War. And Danzig War is, well, do I have to say it? But then kind of says it all. There's our Marines. So what Marines do is they are actually better equipped for naval invasions. They take a while to train. They're not very good otherwise, but they have like bonuses when attacking into marsh, over rivers, and amphibious assaulting. Otherwise, it's risky to use them, honestly. But we do need a couple of them. Here we go. So anyway, this one come up. We are going to deploy these early and send them over to Malta. What have they got anyway? 4. Can't give any support. Support our engineer company would be nice. Sing it with me, folks! Oh, research. Get the bill. The old yard. And from the old home yard. There's out to save it's called out the Yanks. Called out the sailors, called out the tanks. Sometimes we don't buy sound out the yard. The eyes is the yards. Sorry, I'll stop singing. Sorry, this is a song that's catchy to me, alright? Let's upgrade some of these guys. We are just struggling for manpower right now, which is really going to hurt us. I know where this is from. It's like Mary Poppins or something stupid like that. Right, just to let you know, by the way, here, well, this Alsace, the entire state of Alsace, you really don't have to worry about it. It has entirely full, it's entirely full of level 10 fortresses. There is no reason to bother with it. The French actually overcommit here, and then when the Germans go round, yeah, the trouble happens. Because you know they're Germans. That's why probably your better bet is to take out the Italians and then force your way through the north. No, through the south, sorry. Go via Palermo. It also helps you expand your own territory. I think one of the biggest things you need to worry about really is dealing with the Italians in Africa. You get them out of the way, that's practically your entire line secure. I mean, there's nothing the Germans can do to take you down. Nothing. They have to fight your navy. And because they don't use the Bismarck, they're doomed. Oh, I love this. This freaking looks awesome. Navy seems a lot more... seems simpler to use than this. Like, you can have a ton more ships and do it, like, a lot less with them, but still get the same effect. You're not struggling to use them. Also, at some point, you need to get more manpower, which I don't think you can build. Did we get the level 2? No, 34 days. So 34 days means shift over production. We nearly got advanced machine tools as well, so that's going to help us out a bit more as well. April, it's nearly time. This is going to be fun. The military factories just turned up. I say just turned up. Okay, preferably don't use oil. Let's get some support weapons on. We could get some more hectares set up, or we can't really, we don't have manpower. So you're low on manpower, you're low on manpower. I would like to deploy you early. There we go. Suez has... there we go. Fate Czechoslovakia. German troops have crossed into Bohemia and Moravia, ostensibly to restore order to the regions in the wake of the collapsing Czechoslovakian government. In Prague, the occupying force announced the creation of an autonomous protectorate within the German Reich. With German support, Slovakia has been declared independent under the leadership of Josef Tiso. The nation Czechoslovakia is no more. It's not what we agreed on. There we go. That's the last thing before Danzig. We're not far from the war now. Before then, we have a lot to do. I am going to try and coerce Turkey. Now, I'm kind of imagining at this point, like, Britain's like, nah, war's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. It's not going to happen. We'll be fine. Why don't we do... One reason down. Zog submits to Italy. An ultimatum has been delivered to the Albanian government by Italian diplomats, demanding that they submit to complete military occupation. King Zog has abdicated after realising the futility of resistance, and Albania will now be ruled in personal union under King Victor Emmanuel III. Italy looks to the Balkans. What he's done is this. Albania is now Italian. This is kind of part of Italy's ambitions, because I think you'll find historically, they tried to take Yugoslavia and failed, tried to take Greece and failed, and then they needed German panzers to do them both. Which is kind of amusing when you consider it. But they failed twice. Just think about that. You are quarter of the way there. I probably am not going to get Turkey to join our side. If it does, I will be amazed. As for you, we have a chance. I don't know, do we? One down. We'll guarantee your independence. Apparently a lower world tension, but not quite there. Something else we could do, maybe? Get more military factors. I think either way I've got to use oil at this point. Now we can put one more into this. Nope, we gotta get... okay, either way we've got to get more supplies, so let's actually put it in something we actually need. Some more hurricanes wouldn't go amiss. Neither would more Hectors. Bedfords definitely wouldn't. Let's get more Bedfords. Get our motorised going. But this means buying from old pal America. The thing is, I think you'll find the Spanish Civil War kind of happened because Morocco, they went to war with Morocco or something like that, and lost. And superior enemy fortified. What? No, you're just there to hold the line. Don't even think about moving up. I could probably grab the tank and put you on the other line. Do you want me to tank cores out? To be fair, we need them up north more than we need them here. Go to the BEF. And join this plan. Because down here, we really just need to... Actually, to be fair, we need to reorganise our groups so we actually have anti-tank units and artillery in them, especially if we're doing a defensive. Because if we get artillery in them, then we can actually start digging in. What's it going to cost to get artillery going anyway? 18 pounder. Not that much really. It's only 2 pounder. Thing is, you had defensive 4, defensive 0.8. So, I think artillery is better because I think you find artillery is better for defense. It's because of the massive soft attack you get. But anti-tank is better for, well, anti-tank do. We'll put up one of both and then we'll let the factories work it out from there. There's the new Bren guns. So we need to start assigning them. Because these are going to take a while to fill, but these things, we do need them. I mean, this is going to take ages to fill anyway. What do we need? More steel. 2 factory strategies. As for the research slot, let's go for it's 1939. We have a Crusader, but we're not making the mediums. Let's go for the anti-tank upgrade. How long is it going to take to get all of the... Oh Christ, it's going to take... They're not filled for now. They're definitely not filled for now. I can tell you that for a start. I think we need to make a... We need to get someone who's good at the military. You. Because they give you experience over time per day, and they help you with your land doctrine. I would love to get Monty, because he actually does help you with your grand battle plan in general. But I think for now we need the military first. Because then we can upgrade our army. Just let it go over time. And at the very least, we do need to get that. We do need to actually get a unit of... assigned to this if you could please. Thank you. We do need to get ourselves a unit of... what they're called? Site upgrades of artillery, there we go. Because we need to hold the line. And when this war begins, this war's going to begin big. I don't even know if these are worth anything. Resource mode. Rubber. Nothing. There's not really anything else that's got anything apart from Germany, which has tons of everything. So really we need Marines for here to push Palermo. So let's actually get the first bunch. Let's get the first pair out, and then we'll work out what we do with them. So you guys go under... Let's put you under George. You're the Marine Corps. Because there's 2 ways I want to make these guys go. We could go and make a landing up here later on, but we're going to need backup for that. But for now, we are going to have the plan B. You leave from Malta and hit Messina. And we actually want to make it so any new division we have a link to you. Because then whenever they deploy, they'll automatically go and join them. And marine invasions are complicated because they actually take time. Like we need to wait 14 days for this plan to work. What are we missing? Towed anti-tank. Why are we making these towed anti-tank? Oh, it's been built without a... yeah. That'll make sense over time. But it's nice now we're actually getting the factories up. Probably could do with a few more civilians. Oh, getting to the bottom of that.